One of the worst mistakes you can make while making an investment, be it in stocks or cryptocurrency, is buying when these are at their all-time highs. You must wait till the prices settle down and ready for another climb. Not doing this will certainly bring you a lot of losses. Perhaps this is something you already know, but what else can we do to avoid this? The answer to this lies in the options you choose, so stick around till the end and you will see a few that must be avoided. Welcome back everyone. We'll be considering a few cryptocurrencies that have been in the market for a while and have at some point been working really well. As time passed and the community weakened, many of these cryptocurrencies almost gave up on their climbs in the charts. There have been times when we ourselves have wondered if the prices that sink will ever come back on track. Hit the like button and subscribe to this channel to make sure you never fall back into similar situations. Let's get started. Holding is a very good option in case you're looking forward to making significant returns on your investment. However, holding a cryptocurrency that has no value in it, even over a long period, means that it has almost gone cold. This is a very bad situation to be in and is often a result of not being able to make a good analysis of the cryptocurrency before you make an investment in it. So this means that the first thing that you need to do is to ensure that you make a very good analysis of the cryptocurrency in which you invest and be vocal about your reasons for investing in a particular cryptocurrency. Not investment advice, but as we look at it, it is best to invest in a cryptocurrency after conducting thorough research on it and taking into consideration the charts and the team behind it, the roadmap it has, and the website for further details. A few other events, such as the release of merge or summits or meetups, may be a good indication, as all of these events have one thing in common: interaction with the devs behind them. Now, it may also be possible that a particular cryptocurrency may have been performing really well at some point in time and was not a scam at all. This means that the cryptocurrency has just lost the kind of strength it had from the community. This adds up to the problems that we have now. We need to be able to predict that a cryptocurrency is dying and not just falling on charts to rise up back again. A wrong prediction could either lead you to lose your profits or to lose the money you invested. So let us get started with a few tips and measures that could be deployed to find out whether a particular cryptocurrency is dead or will revamp after the fall it has taken. Do not take this advice to be straight up fixes to your portfolio whenever a cryptocurrency is starting. These are just a few ways that work for us but may not work for you depending on your portfolio. This means that this is in no way a piece of financial advice. So where do you start? While we are here, allow us to mention that though charts are not only the way to go about and make an analysis, the first and the last step involve the use of charts and other vital information it portrays. You also need to have a very good understanding of the kind of platform you depend on to retrieve these charts, as this may also be a very important factor. You may always make use of platforms such as CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko to make use of the charts they have, which are constantly up to date and highly accurate. Now that you have the charts with you, how do you make an investment decision through them? You are looking for the long-term performance of the cryptocurrency you want to test. This will help you find out how the cryptocurrency has historically been progressing and what may lie in the times ahead. Remember when we told you of a situation where you may lose out on the profits? One way to make sure that does not happen to you is by ensuring that you look at the past trends the cryptocurrency has been showing. If there have been multiple times in the past where the cryptocurrency has touched a certain point, held it as support, and then climbed back up, you would rather not make a sale of your holdings, as this may end up as a repetition of what happened back then. In that case, you will lose out on the profits you could potentially make in the future if the cryptocurrency climbs back up. So, if you look at the charts and notice that the prices are at a long-term uptrend, it is an indication that the cryptocurrencies you're considering are in an uptrend. This means there's nothing to worry about. On the other hand, if the prices have been low for a long time, it is time for you to take some action and figure out the real reason behind it. You may also consider making a sale of your holdings. As we mentioned earlier, some ways may work for you while some may not. This method will work for cryptocurrencies that have been with us before the previous bull market. So, if you're holding one of them, wait till the next part to find out more ways. A few cryptocurrencies have been working really well in some particular years, however their prices have since then been very stagnant. This may not necessarily mean that the cryptocurrencies are dead, but could have various interpretations. This is what makes it harder for us to make a decision making use of this method for certain cryptocurrencies. Now, if you really do insist on sticking to this way, make sure you have a look at the recent variations in prices or have a look at the latest bull cycle. Before we take into consideration any other important factor, note that the cryptocurrencies that are seeing a spike in their prices only for the fact that they are being connected to celebrities. chances are that this cryptocurrency is not really worth your time and long-term investment. So be aware of such coins and try staying away from them if you intend to make some long-term profits. On the other hand, if cryptocurrency pumps are coming up due to some form of partnerships, an update in their roadmap, or any stuff like that, understand that this is a good indication and increase the reason for you to invest in it on the long term. But yet again, this is not the only reason you should consider. These are fundamental factors that will always remain with the intrinsic value of cryptocurrency. Unlike the other ones, such hypes will continue to stay with the cryptocurrency. Historically speaking, it is a very good way for you to bring in a lot more information through websites such as Cointelegraph or Decrypt. These websites make it easier for you to find out the latest and the events that have happened in the past. Reading those events that happened in the past will also help you understand what could be the present situation and where it is all leading to. This may not be the fix for all cryptocurrencies because not all of them are equally popular. In that case, head out to the forum pages of these cryptocurrencies where the entire community comes together. This will help you get a good idea of how things work in these places. The project needs to be well funded for it to make a good investment in itself. It must be able to fund all of the important events that it has listed on its website. You must have a good amount of cash in hand to ensure that your work is being continued without many hurdles. One of the ways the developers earn this money to develop the system is through the ICOs. Tens of millions of money are being earned by cryptocurrencies through these fundings. This amount must necessarily be applied for fruitful purposes for cryptocurrencies to be able to sustain the demands of the community. Now, the amount that they raise is also a big question. If they're not able to raise a good amount, we would determine for our analysis that it does not have a lot of future. While, on the other hand, if it has been receiving a good amount of investment into it, the chances are that it will be there in the market for a longer duration. A cryptocurrency with no money with itself is certainly on its way to its grave and is not an ideal investment if you wish to grow your money. Over a couple of the past years, we have been noticing aggressive sales by a lot of cryptocurrency developers of the cryptocurrencies they have been developing. It has led to a decrease in the prices of a lot of them and is considered one of the reasons why a lot of them are falling in price. This can then be continued with another way to make money. This is by selling the coins which were initially allocated to the team during the ICO stage. So, let us look at it in this way. What if the prices are put back into the system? This will mean that the prices for these cryptocurrencies will rise and make it easier for them to sustain in the longer term. Information is one of the key requirements in any investment. Even in the case of cryptocurrencies, it is a very important element. You can easily mark an investment red if they are not being open about the money being invested into the project or the amount they have been making out of it. These details help you get a lot of the progress the team has been making over a period of time. So if the access to the information has been blocked for you, make sure you block them from your portfolio as well. As an investor, you need to know where you invest and what the progress actually is. In the case of stocks, things might be much more open as it is all regulated by various authorities. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, things may not be as they were. Now let's combine the earlier 2 points together. If you find that a project you are considering is very new and has already been able to raise tens or hundreds of millions as ICOs, it is a sign that the cryptocurrency is going places. Even if the prices have been relatively low on the long-term charts, there are chances that the project may really just be hibernating for a while, so have hopes for it. So if you want to know how much a cryptocurrency was reserved for the team, you could head out to various third-party websites that provide you with just this detail. This will help you gain better knowledge of the kind of investment you need to make in a certain cryptocurrency while ensuring that your hard-earned money is on a safe platform. If the amount of information is adequate enough, with some more time and common sense, you will be able to figure out the amount the team must have made through the project just by selling their allocations. They may be transparent but need not be the case at all times. Let us move on. A cryptocurrency must have a good plan ahead of it. It must be able to figure out the next move right after it achieves a particular milestone. This is generally called the roadmap for any cryptocurrency. While the roadmap could vary from cryptocurrencies to cryptocurrencies, you need to look out for meaningful ones. These may be the release of a mobile app or an extension wallet, cross-chain connections to Bitcoin, Ethereum, or others, security upgrades, or mainnet launches are a few of the examples you could factor in to determine a roadmap to be meaningful. And of course, you must be able to witness the progress they have made over time. If is just what words and no actions, it means that the developers have lost interest in the project or are out of funds to invest in it. So, as we mentioned, the most important part of any investment is the investment coming in from the developers. This does not mean the money they put in, which is also a bad sign if they're having to cash out fully. But it is about the progress they have been able to contribute in terms of the development of the system. Development in the system must be constant and must not be stopped at any instance in a cryptocurrency. Even if they have a lot of money, if it is not being allocated correctly, it will not take a lot of time for the cryptocurrency to fall down and stop making the progress that it could have had the developers been more active. In the present day, developers need to be extremely smart. This is because the competition in this field has increased substantially, and new projects tend to bring in many new features that the old ones may not have. For a cryptocurrency that has been here for a while, it needs to be able to continuously upgrade its systems to meet the demand that the advancing world has. Every cryptocurrency needs to stand out for one reason or the other for it to be able to make a good stand in the market. One of the leading technologies nowadays is the metaverse and NFTs. This is something that is coming up on almost all of the roadmaps that they have. It is very important to understand that the metaverse updates may not be relevant for all cryptocurrencies. If the cryptocurrency is dedicated to this particular field, an update to this makes a lot of sense. Otherwise, we think it may not be appropriate for you to make this a plus point to the reason why you are investing in a project, especially if you are investing in a cryptocurrency, only for this feature. Now, we have come close to the end of this video, but before we end, there are a few important points that could be relevant in your hunt to trace out the almost dead ones from your portfolio. One could always have a look at the community and the manner in which it has been reacting to the market lately. The easiest way is to conduct a simple Google search on the cryptocurrency you are considering or the niche it is in. Try looking out for a significant yet sustained interest through the charts that Google presents you. You will be able to read them really well, considering you are an investor. So, making an investment on that basis will be easier for you. Once you are done with it, have a look at its trading volume. If it has been low for a long time, it is a clear red light that you must steer away from. You can then look into the options to trade provided by the cryptocurrency being considered. If it is not there on a lot of platforms, it may be time for you to rethink. Of all the essentials, one of the major ones is to have a look at its tokenomics. Considering things are good here, it will mean that you have a very good cryptocurrency in your hand. However, if this factor is not well formed, it may be a big black mark on your investment. That is all we have for you today. We will come back to you with more informative videos. Until we meet again, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and also let us know about the cryptocurrencies you think will not make it in the long term. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the post notifications to never miss out on the important updates that may come in.